All right. Well,
Yeah.
what I want to finish up with, because you're an incredible giver, and
Mm.
we're not going to not talk about, and I think a lot of what you just talked about, we talk a lot about proactivity versus reactivity. What do you stand for? How are you going to determine what you're going to do based on your values? You put your plan in place, and then obviously you make adjustments when you need to, but you stick to that plan. And the
Mm-hmm.
idea is to bring value. You're somebody who started your own charitable foundation, and 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That's incredible. 10 years,
Incredible. Yeah.
have grown this. You're doing incredible work for kids with, neurological, autonomic challenges. So I want you to tell us a little bit about that journey. I think people appreciate it. I think you guys are doing incredible things for those kids. So
Mm. Thanks. Thanks. And Yeah, it's been quite a good journey. We started Bright Star Stables 10 years ago. It's hard to believe it went that quick. Um, as you know, Darwin, I grew up with horses, and had a real passion for them. I didn't know that life would intersect in this way. When I was a kid growing up and training and showing horses. But that was the plan. So there was an intersection later coming in my life. As you know, I have a daughter with special needs. And about 14 years ago, we were looking for something for her to do outside of the traditional therapy things of OT and PT. And we came across a riding program that was a couple miles from our house, and we live in Texas. And the core of this riding program, just really spoke to me about, hey, we use horses to help people who have disabilities achieve all that they can achieve. And the fact that when they're on this horse, that they're free of any disability, they're treated like everybody else, and they can achieve whatever they want to achieve when they're up there, was really impactful. It was hugely beneficial to my daughter. From day one, she jumped on and was fearless and loved it. And it was one of those where it rekindled my passion for horses, because I'd stepped away for about 10 years as life kind of took over. We got really involved with the program out there in Texas. And then when we were relocating for my day job, we said, hey, if we could find a place where we could set one up on our own, I'd love to establish a nonprofit and run it, and have it focus on individuals with disabilities, and really grow something here that can have an impact not only for the individuals with disabilities, but people in our community. So we've been doing that for about 10 years. It's been awesome. Love it. We've touched hundreds of volunteers and kids
how many
coming
kids you
through.
got riding now, Brad?
On a weekly basis, I don't know, 35 or 40 kids coming through on a regular basis.
And I know
Um,
obviously COVID has impacted, but you guys do a lot of traveling shows. Kids get the opportunity to
yeah,
win awards and show their work.
yeah. So it's been a little bit of an unusual year for 2020. As you mentioned, one of the things we love doing is having the kids do competitions. And so we travel around the country with a smaller group of the kids to do competition. It is incredibly impactful for their development. They get public recognition for their achievements. For many of them, this is the only sport that they do. And so they get recognition by peers. And a lot of our kids are in mainstream schools. So, they get to take in their achievements and share that with their teachers and their friends. And so it gives them something to be able to say, hey, I compete just like you. I may not play basketball, but I still am an athlete. I still ride. I still get judged. I still achieve things, and here's my achievements. And yeah, so certainly 2020 has put a little bit of a damper on it. We did get to go quite a few places, though, so that was good this year. Maybe not as many as we wanted, but it was good.
So anybody that's looking for some place to contribute money, first of all, they're in Rougemont. Somebody that's looking, that might know somebody that could share information that could benefit that family and that rider. You can look it up, www.brightstarstables.org, I believe is the website.
Yes, correct.
Um, in terms of giving, donation, it's incredible setup. just a lot of love and giving and caring for the horses. So if you're looking for something to, bring value to others and that you could feel good about, Brad and Bright Star Stables and Heather, what they're doing there is incredible. It'd be a great place if somebody's looking for a place to give a little bit more. So what kind of needs are you going to have coming up in 2021?
Certainly in 2021, we'll continue to have our biggest need is the operational support. We do have a small fee we charge people who come through for lessons, and we had to take a pretty big hiatus in lessons because of COVID. We're back on a limited basis now. But the donations we get from the community and really support our underlying operations and care for the horses. We're 100% volunteer based. We have no paid employees. And so we have people who come out every day and help out. We have volunteers on the weekend. And so our overhead cost is pretty low. But we still have a pretty, you're caring for 7 or 8 horses, vet bills, feed bills, hay bills, just general supportive stuff around the farm. And so that's our biggest need at the moment, and will continue to be in 2021.
Awesome. Well, I know I'm very appreciative and admire you for what you guys do and what you're doing for those kids. And we'll certainly look forward to continuing to support you in every way that we can. Hear me, won't you speak to me when I open up? And I forward my thoughts to you, but sometimes I say you're thinking too much, and I don't want to hide. Oh, there's a road